Okay, so I'm flying solo today. I couldn't talk anyone into going with me today. I've got some things I have to ship to the post office. And I think I'll go to the Habitat, something like that, maybe go get coffee somewhere. Yeah, I'm going down my bumpy road. Hold on, it's washed out. It's so hard because I'm in shade, I'm out of shade, in shade, out of shade. Definitely not in the sun because it's cloudy and overcast today, so it's been raining all day. But I may go over and see my brother. I may go to the Dollar Tree. So things are starting to add up. Post office, maybe the Habitat, maybe the Dollar Tree. Probably go see my brother. See what happens. Memorial Day weekend is behind us now. There goes an alarm. Sorry about that. Let me turn it off. Okay, we're all good now. Anyway, I'm driving. I'm about to get on the road, so I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, I was in the Habitat a little longer than I care to admit, and I didn't buy anything. I almost pulled the trigger on a big box of antique tools. It had a really big, large wooden Norton plane that alone would have sold for $35, $40, $50, and all of it was only $35. But then they had some really large, excellent condition hand drills. I think they had one really large one, then another kind of large, and another large, and $15, $20 each probably for those. And then they had a lot of chisels and other tools. I mean, I figured that the $35 for the right person, not me, could turn it over for maybe $300. But it might take a little bit, a few months. And I hate shipping things like that. I could have put it on the marketplace, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. I decided I didn't want it. So, and incidentally, an older man got it right after I walked away. Maybe 5 minutes later, I saw him walking around with the box. So, good for him. He'll make a lot of money on it, and I could tell he was a reseller. So, I've seen him around. Anyway, now I have to go ship because I decided to come here first and then go to the post office. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go ship my stuff, and then I'm going to go in search of a cup of coffee. So, see you in a bit. Yeah, I'm at the corner store that I sit at a lot, and I don't actually think I'm going to stay here. I think I'm going to go somewhere else. I don't know why. I just don't feel like being here. Alright, so I came to just another store across town, sitting in the parking lot here, and got my coffee. Anyway, when I went to ship the package, something came up about Memorial Day, and she said basically how was your Memorial Day, and it made me think of what we did. So, I'm not sure what we did Saturday. We did something. Oh yeah, we went to a festival downtown, and we walked around. They had a lot of things set up, a lot of vendors and games for the kids. It was very crowded this year. I think more so than last year. It was a little chilly, which was kind of unusual for the festival this time of the year. But yeah, we had a good time. So we went to a festival downtown. Found the guys iPhone, bunch of credit cards. Right on that corner over there, we found an iPhone and a bunch of credit cards. Finally was able to contact, I think, his wife and then him, and anyway, an hour later we met him and got it back to him. After that, we went and got frappes from, I think, McDonald's. But then, let's see, when was it? Okay, yes, Sunday after church, we went out and did our usual thing, got something to eat. But then on the way home, we passed by a graveyard. It was the graveyard where one of our church members was buried this past September. But we had never seen her gravestone, her tombstone. So I was like, hey, why don't we pull in there and see, so-and-so's tombstone? And everybody's like, yeah, okay. So we go into the graveyard and get out and walk around. We check it out. But then we start looking at other gravestones and other last names that we recognize, and we wonder if this is so-and-so's grandparents or grandmother, grandfather, and, we just walk all around the cemetery. So we got back in the car, and I kind of casually mentioned another graveyard, not too far away, but it's an old one. And everybody was like, yeah, let's go. So we went to another graveyard and we walked around. And it's a really cool graveyard. It has a lot of old tombstones, a lot of old graves. We found one that went back to the Revolutionary War. It had the original tombstone, and then it had like one that was put at a later date, kind of a commemorative one. But the guy fought in the Revolutionary War, and there was his grave. It was just so cool. And they have several Civil War graves, and they're marked with, I'm not sure what that mark is. It's kind of like an X, a cross, or whatever. But they say CSA on them for Confederate States of America. And there were several of those. And yeah, there's a cool dog out there. We made a friend. And forgot what his name was. We called him, but it was, I guess it was actually the owner's name on the name tag, but we just called the dog that. It was something Brown. So it's become now like a joke. We call the dog, I wonder if so-and-so Brown is out running around in the graveyard. Anyway, that was a good time, actually. So we did that. And then Monday, we hung around the house some, but then we decided to go to another city and spend some time over there. We went and watched jets flying up, taking off from the airport. And we spent some time at that park. It was kind of cold and it was rainy. And we actually sat at a picnic table and got rained on as we ate our sandwiches and ate our potato salad. But it was still fun. Oh, and before that, before that, we went to yet another graveyard. This one was at a small church, and for over 20 years, we've passed this many times per week. And it looks like this little small graveyard. But when you walk up there, it goes on and on and on. It goes into the woods. It's just this huge graveyard. We always thought it was a small little tiny graveyard, but it wasn't. It's huge. Anyway, so we did that, and I don't know why we got on this kick of, looking at these old gravestones and things like that, but it was kind of cool. that's what we did over like Memorial Day weekend. And of course I remembered all that because she asked me today, what did you guys do? So kind of laid back. We didn't have any family or friends to visit. And I lost one uncle. I never met him, of course, because he died like in the World War II era. He just went missing. His body was never found or anything. But that was really the only death as far as military-related deaths in my family that I know of. And my wife, she has none that she knows of. But yeah, that's what we did. I'm trying to think, do we do anything else? I don't think so. That was pretty much it. Like I say, it was kind of a quiet, Memorial Day. We didn't do a whole lot. And of course, we don't have our camper van. We are planning a trip. Well, we got a lot of trips planned, but I think the next trip is just kind of, I say end of June. We're going to go see Big Daddy Weave in Franklin, North Carolina. And we're going to spend the night. I think it's a Sunday night. We're going to go there and spend the night. So, and we'll have our van back by then. Yay! I missed the van. But anyway, that's it. That's really it. Today I'm just kind of chilling out. It's a rainy day. I feel very mellow, low key. I don't really feel like being around people. I mean, my family would be fine, but nobody wanted to go with me today. So, like I say, I'm by myself. Anyway, ambulance stops right up there, right up the road. I can't see it. It looks like they went to maybe the bank. It looks like the bank maybe they went to. Kind of where if I was sitting at the convenience store that I sit at, kind of catty corner to the defunct Burger King, right across the street is the bank. I would have had a what do you call it? Anyway, front row seat to whatever's going on. Which I don't know if I want to have a front row seat to what's going on, but I'm just saying. I'm not an ambulance chaser or anything like that by far. I mean, I'll pray for somebody. I pray, Lord, I hope they're okay. But anyway. Oh, that reminds me. When my two boys were younger, a lot younger, we used to play hide and seek inside the house because they were small. They could hide in smaller places, and it sometimes took a while to find them. And the other day, my youngest son, who's 11 now, was like, "Can we play hide and seek, in the house?" It's like, wow, okay. It's been a while. And of course, none of us could really hide. My wife and I we're already adults. And now that my kids are bigger and older, it's like they couldn't really hide either. But anyway, we had a lot of fun. It's still a lot of fun. I tried to hide, pretending I was a lamp. It didn't work. They found me. He found me. My oldest son found me like 10 seconds. Now, in the old days, I could have gotten by with it, maybe. Probably not. But anyway, it was fun. It was still fun. So, anyway, that's it. Kind of a recap of Memorial Day 2025 for my family. So, didn't do a whole lot. Hope you guys were safe and got to visit family and friends. If that's, your norm. Our norm is just to spend it alone. We don't have really family or friends up here. I have my brother up here, but you know, I go see him. I'm going to go see him today, actually. Pop in and bring him a few things. Okay, I'm going to go. That's it. I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee, eat something that I purchased at the store that I just got out of my pocket earlier, and I was kind of hoping maybe you didn't see it. Oh, what the heck. It's a pack of Pop-Tarts. I admit it. I'm being bad. I've been bad a lot lately. Okay, I gotta go. God bless you guys. God loves you. And I'll see you really, really soon. I'm trying to post 3 times a week, at least. And I could post maybe more than that here and there, because like right now, I think I have at least a week's worth of video slated to come out. So it's all up in the air, but I'm trying to do 3 times a week. All right. God bless you guys. See you. Bye.